Hello, everyone. I am Tawana Moore, and I am excited to be here today to share with you some information about fasting, specifically water fasting. I wanted to really break it down for you to give you a better idea of what actually happens when you fast and what you can really how you can benefit from committing to a fast, whether it's 24 hours or 72 hours. First, a little bit about me. I am a well being practitioner, and I really am an advocate of holistic healing for general and overall health for everyone. I am a certified Reiki practitioner, certified yoga practitioner. I am a certified tantric practitioner, and I also like to use meditation in all of the services that I offer. And so the reason why I became certified in those particular practices was because I myself was on my own healing journey, and I still am on a healing journey. We all should be. And I wanted to find ways to work towards really overcoming certain symptoms and things like that without uh, going through like using any type of medication and things that will alter my body. So I took a road down the path of really learning more about myself, learning how my body works and how I function as a human being. And I realized that these different practices really work, and they really helped me and helped a lot of people that I have worked with over the years. And so fasting is just one of those practices that I began to tune into. And I started my fasting journey, of course, very young. You know, you always, growing up in church, there's always fasting. I just never knew exactly what fasting was. I just knew that it was happening. You know, everybody was on a fast. And as an adult, when I learned about fasting, the first fast that I ever experienced was called a Daniel's fast, which is a 21-day fast. It is an intermittent fast. And so there are different types of fasts. Intermittent fast really just means that you are scheduling yourself either a specific time of the day or for a specific period of time. And so the Daniel's fast is a 21-day fast, and I absolutely love the Daniel's fast. I've loved it because it allowed me to really tune into my own self discipline. And it was amazing to me that I could, you know, as much as I love food, that I was able to give myself restrictions and be okay with it. And so that is how I began my journey with fasting, was from the Daniel's fast. And I did about maybe the Daniel fast maybe about 3 times. And then I began to move on to other type of dieting, and so I have experienced eating just raw vegan or raw foods. I wouldn't say vegan, but I've been a raw foodist. I've experienced not eating no meat. I've experienced vegetarian, being a vegetarian. Um, I've experienced being a pescatarian. And so through all of those different experiences, got to learn about my body. Now, would I say that either one is better than the other? No. The way that I look at choosing how you eat or what you eat is really dependent on your own living, your own past experiences for sure. People have to realize that when you choose a diet, you have to look at your past, because a lot of times restricting yourself from things can cause mental issues. So it's important that when you choose the type of foods that you eat, or if you're going to do any type of dieting, that you consider the whole aspect of yourself. And that's including your mental aspect, your physical aspect, as well as the spiritual aspect. So I would not say that, being vegetarian is better than eating meat, or eating meat is totally wrong. I'm not against anything. I believe that every person has the ability and should choose what's best for them. Now, are there techniques and ways of doing things in a better way? Yes, of course. Are there some foods that you definitely should avoid? Yes, absolutely. And so the whole journey of living really is about learning about yourself. And so it's not about trying to do things because everybody else is doing it, or because it worked. Oh, this diet worked for, my auntie, so I should do this diet because it's going to work for me. And it probably will work for you, but it may not. So you have to really look at your own self and consider what's happening in your life at the time. And as I began to, just go through these different types of eating regimens and learning about how each of them made me feel, I realized that me, individually, as a person, the way that I live my life, I have to be able to eat what I want, when I want, how I want to eat it, without any restrictions, because it's very stressful for me. And so I do not enjoy intermittent fasting. I prefer doing a 3-day fast with no food, just drinking water. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And so what is fasting? Fasting is when you take time from eating food. Sometimes people will say that water fasting is not really fasting, because you're still drinking something and your body still has to digest. Okay, I understand that. That's fair to say that. However, I like to consider when I remove food from my diet that I am fasting. And I use water just as a way to help me overcome, like if I feel a little bit hungry, or when I'm thirsty, I'm going to take some water into my body. So I like to call what I do a 3-day no food water fast. And so again, going back to water, water is something that you can use to help with quenching your thirst. So I do not like try to drink a gallon of water, or I don't drink half my weight in water and things like that, because it's not necessary. So when I'm fasting, I drink water according to if I feel thirsty or if I'm just feeling hungry. Now, when I fast, I like to prepare myself. So it's very important that you prepare for a fast. It doesn't matter what type of fast you are doing. So whether or not you are doing a intermittent fast or a no food fast, it is important that you prepare your body, because not just your body, your mental and your spiritual, because if you don't prepare and you just go for it, then the chances of you really achieving the full length of time that you want to may be very slim. So you have to prepare yourself. Now, when it comes to water fasting, I have done the longest I've ever done in water fasting is 7 days. And so water fasting to me, again, is when I don't eat any food at all. And I've gone for 7 days, the longest that I've gone without food. I have also done a fast with no food, no water, and I've done that for the longest. I've done that for 7 days. I do not recommend a no food, no water fast unless you are supervised, or you absolutely know or have done it multiple times and you're okay with that process. So 7 days is the longest that I've ever done any type of fasting. I don't think that I would want to do more than 7 days. I'm praying that I will never have to do more than 7 days of any type of fasting. So 3 days is like my marker, because I also practice weight management, where I like to keep my weight within a certain range. And so if I go over that range, I know that I need to slow down with eating or do a little bit more of exercising. If I go under that range, I know that I need to amp it up a little bit. So when it comes to fasting, for me, 3 days is just enough to keep me in my weight range. Now, how did I come up with the weight range? It was from me looking at my body and just doing some calculations with my body and how I feel at certain weight, uh, uh, and where I want to be, what do I want to look like. And so that's how I came up with my range, and I worked myself to the point where I would stay in that range, because yes, I was over the range at one point. And that's what really made me look into different techniques to help with bringing my weight to a healthier point. Now, when it comes to fasting, I don't consider fasting as a weight loss tool. Fasting should not really be used for weight loss. However, when you are on a fast, you will definitely lose weight because you're not eating anything. So, of course, if you're not eating any food, you are going to lose pounds. And the thing about fasting is that if you use fasting as a weight loss goal, is going to be very, very challenging for you, because you have to eat. And if you are losing weight because you're not eating, uh, when you do eat, you are going to gain the weight back. Like, that's just, it just makes sense. If you don't eat, yes, you're going to lose weight. So you don't want to use not eating as a weight loss tool. Fasting is more for, I like to use fasting more for healing purposes, as well as spiritual purposes. So when it comes to healing, when you allow your body to rest from digesting food, you are going to give yourself a reboot, give your whole body a reboot. And I'm going to go through that during the video. When it comes to spirituality, I like to fast because it allows me to stop doing everything that I'm normally doing. I spend a lot of time when I'm not fasting with food. I love grocery shopping. I love preparing food. I love eating food. And so for me, food takes up a lot of my time. And I love it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm very thankful that I can appreciate and enjoy all of the things that come along with cooking and eating. And so I absolutely am a foodie. Now, the thing is that sometimes you can spend too much time on something. And so when you are on a fast, or when I'm on a fast, I like to use that time as a way for me to connect more with my higher spiritual self. It's a way for me to practice self-discipline, for me to really sit in a space of gratitude and thankfulness, because, oh my goodness, I'm allowing my body to heal, and I can really appreciate myself. It's a self-love practice. And when you practice self-love, you are connecting more with God's source energy. So I am a true believer in God, the creator of all. And when I'm fasting, it allows me to just give myself the time to really appreciate and be in gratitude for me even being here, for being created to experience all that is happening around me. So this is fasting for me, is my time, not just to heal my body, but to also connect more with God, source, and just really sit in a space of gratitude for 3 days, and just be thankful for the opportunity to fast. Okay. And I mean, There's the spiritual aspects of fasting is just so great. And I'm always trying to encourage people to consider the holistic practice of fasting for healing. And be able to do 24 hours, but after 24 hours, I don't think I'll be able to do it. I might just have to sleep the rest of the time. And I'm like, yes, yes, sleep. If you are able to sleep during your fasting time, that is amazing. Sometimes that's the reason why I choose the days that I do, because that one day on Sunday, I don't want to do anything. I just want to relax and just be with myself. So that is my resting time. So really, as you continue to fast, so the first time you take on a 3-day fast, you may not be able to just go 3 days straight. That's okay. Like, this is not a competition. Okay. So you may want to take it in increments. You may want to take it in 8 hours, then 14 hours, 12 hours. Like, though, take your fast at a pace that is comfortable for you, because you have to consider your lifestyle, what is happening with your body, you know, your mental capacity, all of the things you have to consider. And so there's no need to dismiss fasting because of your living situation or things like that. What you need to do is really just say, okay, let me figure out how I can make fasting a part of my life. And again, fasting is a healing mechanism that every person should be tuning into. It is a way for you to allow your body to heal itself without anything else, just you. So, preparation. There is physical preparation. So the physical preparation is giving your body an opportunity to cleanse before you begin your fast. So today is Wednesday. Fasting is going to begin on Friday. Today will be the day to look at what you are doing and say, okay, I need to slow down a little bit on the meat, especially because meat takes a couple days for the body to actually digest it. So you want to eat more lean things. So if you do eat meat, maybe like a breast of chicken or something, you want to eat more fruit, eat more vegetables, things that easily digest. And the reason why is because when you are fasting, your body is not doing, your digestive system is not moving, except for if you have a little bit of water. And that means that you will not be eliminating any waste through bowel movements. So you do not want to have a lot of food in your body just sitting there storing until you begin eating again, which would be on Monday. So you have to really I would say, I've started really on Monday, kind of looking at what I'm eating, making sure that I'm not eating, especially like junk food, just really putting more nutritious stuff into my body, drinking more herbs, drinking tea, because during my fast, I do not have teas, I don't have coffee, I don't have anything except for water. So the physical preparation is really preparing your body to eliminate the waste prior to fasting. And yes, there are herbs that you can use to do that. You use different techniques, like just eating foods that do not take more than 3 days for your body to digest. Next is the mental preparation. Mental preparation means that you have to really tell yourself, okay, I'm going to be not eating for the next 3 days. What does that look like for me? And you have to sit down and really kind of map it out for yourself. What are you going to do? So I know for me personally, my fast is going to begin on Friday evening. So I'm going to be probably home, not really doing anything. But I know that on Saturday I have to work. And so I'm going to be out and about, and I'm not going to eat anything. So I have to really kind of look at my weekend. Sunday is my rest day. So what am I going to do on Sunday? And I have to schedule what I'm going to be doing on Sunday. Monday, I know that it's a new beginning of the week, so I have to do get children together and prepare meals and all of this stuff for the week. So Monday for me is a little busier, and I know that on Monday I'm going to break my fast, and so I'm going to consider what I will be eating to break my fast, which we're going to talk about as well. So those are the mental things that you have to really sit down and prepare yourself for. You have to schedule your days during your fast so that you don't feel overwhelmed and you don't feel stressed, and it doesn't lead you to breaking your fast before you actually want to. So you need to schedule your days. Now, spiritually, what does preparing yourself spiritually mean? Preparing yourself spiritually means to just be in a deep space of gratitude. Just be thankful. Again, it is a beautiful, beautiful blessing to be able to not eat for any period of time. And the reason why I say that is because there are many people who cannot go without eating for many different reasons. And so if you are able to go without eating food, then that is a true blessing, and that is in itself something to be grateful for. So the spiritual aspect of preparing is to really sit with yourself and just think about the abundance that you will achieve from allowing your body to rest, and think about the abundance that you already have because you are in a position where you can allow your body to rest. That is an amazing position to be in. So those are the things that you want to prepare yourself for. Get a journal. I bought myself a journal yesterday. I went to an event and a young lady had a journal, and I said, this is going to be perfect because I'm beginning my fast. So I'm going to write in the journal. So you can do different things to just make the fasting time just something that is a beautiful blessing for you, something that is going to benefit you on all aspects and all areas of your life. So now, what happens when you stop eating? Okay. At 7 p.m., let's just say Friday night at 7 p.m., you stop eating. You're not going to eat anything. You're going to be okay, right? This is the evening. You might watch a little TV or, decide to read a book, whatever it is that you decide to do. Now, the challenging part is saying no. So sometimes when just sitting around, you may have a snack or something, but you have to remember, okay, I'm fasting. I'm not having any snacks. And so also fasting is a lot about reminding yourself and being self-disciplined. Discipline is a huge aspect of fasting. So when people say, I can't fast, and they don't have any medical reasons for not being able to fast, it is because there is no self-discipline. And self-discipline does require work and effort. So I can understand, a lot of things that people do, I'll say, oh, I can't do that. And it is because I've never tried it, or maybe I've never put myself in a position to even think about trying it. And so when you've never fasted before and you've never experienced, you've never been around it, of course, your first mind is going to say, oh, I can't do it. And so when you feel that way, then that is a reason for you to look at, oh, okay, let me look at why. What are my reasons for why I would not be able to allow my body to take a break from digesting food? Why? Unless you are on some type of medication where you absolutely have to eat food with your medicine, or you have a medical condition where you have to consume food, there is no reason why you cannot allow your body to rest from eating food. So, what happens during the first 8 to 12 hours of fasting? What happens during the second stage of your fast, which would be between 12 and 18 hours of your fast? Now, what happens during the third stage of your fast, which would be 24 hours? Your body is now in autophagy. Now, what is happening at 72 hours? 3 days with no food in your body, just water. What is happening in your body? Your immune system is rebuilding and rejuvenating. You have created a healthy environment for yourself, and you should be grateful. That is the breakdown of what actually happens during a 3-day fast. Now, ask yourself, would you want to benefit from all of those things that you just learned about that is actually happening in your body when you allow yourself to stop digesting food? Would you want to benefit from those things? Now, if your answer is no, okay. If your answer is yes, I want to help you to allow that experience to actually happen if you would like that. So, of course, I will never offer you something without offering you a way to do it with my help. So, I have created a fasting plan that you can use during your 3-day fast. That'll help you with just support with preparing for your fast, going through your fast, and breaking your fast. So breaking your fast is another area that you should definitely have to prepare for, because you do not want to just be eating anything when you break your fast. You want to eat a meal that is going to be gentle on your digestive system, because again, you've allowed it to rest. So it's kind of like just not doing anything. So you don't want to put something in it that is going to create like stress on your digestive system. So I will help you with choosing different foods that you can use for that. And it is going to be something that you can, this plan, you're going to be able to use every single time you fast. And as you continue fasting throughout the days and months, you're going to learn more about yourself. And that is the beautiful part of it all, is really to get to know you. Get to know your body, get to know your mind, get to know how your spiritual relationship is with yourself, and to create a better relationship with yourself. And that's what fasting does. It's going to help you to create a better relationship with yourself without having to use any other things like food. And you don't really get to know how much you eat until you stop eating. And so when it comes to those of you who are looking for weight loss tools, fasting is something that you should implement into your diet, into your living diet, because it's going to help you with that self-discipline, the self-discipline to learn how to read. And that's another thing with the plan. You're going to learn how to read labels, choose foods that are better for you, and look for ingredients that are not great. And that's a part of the plan. All of that is on the website, so you can go to essentialoilsboutique.com and read what the plan is. And if you decide to invest in that, then great. I'm here for you, and I'm excited and ready to work with you along the way. The um, the 3 days of fasting is something again that is going to help you with discipline towards losing weight or managing a specific weight range. Now, you do have to exercise. Exercise is an important aspect of health. So whether it is running or walking or, you know, weightlifting, everyone should be doing some type of weight training. It's important to build muscle. And you definitely should be doing some type of cardio where you are getting your heart at a rapid pace. And so all of that is important when it comes to maintaining your health. You have to do those things, and you definitely have to be on a very sleeping cycle. So you need to be able to get rest as well. And when you are fasting, that's a good time to rest. And you should allow your body to have that resting time. And if you don't sleep well, fasting is going to give you an opportunity to get those hours in of resting. So these are all of the things that are important. So food management is important. Weight management, exercising, and resting. Those are things that you really need to look at when you are looking for weight loss. Okay. Looking at what you are actually intaking into your body that is creating fat. So those are all of everything complements each other. You can't just exercise and don't get any sleep. You can't just fast and don't exercise. You can't sleep all day and don't exercise or don't get any nutritious foods in your body. So everything complements each other, and living is about learning how to navigate through all of those things in a healthy way. So again, I am excited about the fasting journey, and I look forward to sharing more with you about how you can use fasting as a healing modality for yourself. Definitely sign up for the plan where you can get the one-on-one work with me, and so that you're not discouraged. That's the main reason for me offering that to you. And so I look forward to joining you, and I look forward to you joining me along this well-being journey. And I will talk with you soon.